Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This shir is entitled The Blast of the Shofar, Shevarim-Teruah, and the Power of Minhag. It's a big discussion among the poskim. How do we blow Shevarim-Teruah? On the one hand, it's clear that we blow Shevarim, two. You don't take a breath in between. You don't do two. We have one blast, Shevarim, two. Or if we do Teruah, since the blast is Teruah, then we go ahead and we do two. We don't stop and pause in between. But what about when we do Shevarim-Teruah? Do we want to keep it as one long code and do Shevarim-Teruah, two, go right from the Shevarim to the Teruah? Or is it that we're really combining two separate kolot, Shevarim and Teruah, so we want to have a little bit of a pause in between, two, and then do the Teruah. So there's a whole discussion. It's called Neshima Achat, or Shtei Neshimot. Do you want to have one Neshima, where it's like one breath blowing out? Because now we're blowing Shevarim-Teruah, it's one breath, and therefore the Shevarim-Teruah is just like the Shevarim, or just like the Teruah. Or no, we want to have two separate kolot. So the Shulchan Aruch says we're talking about an argument from the biblical perspective, from the Torah perspective. So what should we do? We're blowing 100 kolot anyway. So do the first set according to the opinion that should be one neshima, two, and do the second set during Shemona Esrei, during the repetition or during the silent or whatever the minhag is. Do the second set doing with Shtei Neshimot, two. So that way you get both shitot. This mitzvah allows us to go ahead and cover both opinions, since we have a set before the laning, before the davening of Musaf, and then another set during Musaf. So do both. It makes so much sense. Yet the Ramah comes along, and what does he say? That the minhag is we do Shtei Neshimot during all the sets, and don't change the minhag. That's what he says. And the Mishnah Berurah says that that's the minhag of the Ramah. You have to keep the minhag. And if the minhag was just to do one, then you do one. That would be the minhag. On the bottom, the Shatzion quotes the Shulchan Aruch Harav, and he says what? That really the Shulchan Aruch's proposal makes so much sense. To be Yotzei, fulfill both opinions. Why go ahead and take a chance on a mitzvah from the Torah, and go ahead and be Yotzei, fulfill the mitzvah according to everyone? So the Shatzion concludes that if there's a set mailing of the shul, like the Ramah, you follow the Ramah, you follow the minhag. You don't change because of machloket, because of causing an argument. But if you don't have a set minhag, you're just creating your keilah, so then it makes sense to do like the Shulchan Aruch. I just want to mention the power of minhag, that even though we're playing around with a suffix, a question of a doraita mitzvah here, the minhag, the Ramah says in his times 500 years ago, was to do Shtei Neshimot. So you're right, there's a biblical mitzvah here. It doesn't matter. You have a minhag, that's what they practiced. They accepted the opinion of Shtei Neshimot, and that's it. And then you're going to start tampering it. You're going to have a big fight in the shul and an argument. They're going to have a breakaway minyan, and that's worse than going ahead and trying to be Yotzei, fulfill both opinions. This is the minhag. This is what we do. The Ramah says. This is how we accept it. Our custom is we have embraced that opinion of Shtei Neshimot, and that's what we do. So yes, in terms of lumdus, it makes so much sense to go ahead and fulfill all opinions, but the power of minhag is seen very clearly here. There's a minhag here, this is what we follow, this is what the shita we embrace, and you start changing a minhag in a shul, as long as it has a legitimate basis to it, you're starting trouble. So it's a fascinating insight into the power of minhag and the danger of machlokas and controversy. Shalom.